We lost. Okay, so we should be close. We've been driving for about 4 hours. It's a ghost town that's not even labeled on this map, so hopefully we're not too far off. Nevada is home to more than 600 ghost towns, which means there are more ghost towns than populated towns in the state. But finding them isn't easy. I'm trying to get some satellite connection. Oh, it's not working. Many of these places were once mining towns, became ghost towns, and are now maybe just a name on a map. What is a ghost town? I'm not even sure I know the answer to that question. On this journey, we're going to try and find some of these unmarked ghost towns and see what remains of the Wild West. But our final destination is more than just empty buildings. There are people like my husband and me. We live here full-time and this is our only home. So what draws people to living in ghost towns? And what can these towns tell us about the real Nevada? Now, before we go any further, I want to mention that this video is presented by Travel Nevada. Nevada's ghost towns have long fascinated people, but I knew there had to be more to the story than just abandoned buildings. When I learned that Nevada still produces over 70% of the gold in the United States, I realized the 1800s gold rush was more than just a fad. Mining has shaped Nevada. So in this video, we're going to see some real ghost towns, check out the technology that made all this gold possible, and meet some of the people still living in these century-old towns. If you're down for an adventure, keep watching. This is a state that's vast, varied, curiously uncommon, and wild at heart. It's important to note that Travel Nevada didn't dictate the content, but their support made our reporting and adventure possible. And now, back to the video. Our journey started in Reno. We knew visiting these ghost towns would help us understand how gold changed Nevada, but we needed a local expert to guide us. So we met Tammy Force, a ghost town historian who has visited hundreds of sites in Nevada. She told us, "I've always loved exploring ghost towns. In my middle age, I decided my goal was to go to every ghost town in Nevada and the Eastern Sierra and photograph them." I asked her, "How many have you been to at this point?" She replied, "I'm about 800 for Nevada and the Eastern Sierra." Tammy documents her travels on her website, Nevada Ghost Towns and Beyond. I wondered, why does Nevada have so many ghost towns? She explained, "It's mostly the mining industry. I'd say about 90% are directly related to mining. Since the 1800s, the hunt for gold has shaped the Wild West, including Nevada. The first mining discoveries in Nevada were made by people traveling across the state to the California Gold Rush. Professor Eric Nystrom, who studies the history of mining and technology at the University of Nevada, Reno, shared along the way, people heading for gold in California tried panning here and there. $20 million in gold, the magic price. Gold Rush. Gold Canyon probably gets credit for Nevada's first mining settlement. But Virginia City and Gold Hills, Silver City, the Comstock Lode, were the ones that really mattered. The Comstock Lode's mining developments were critical to the area's rapid population growth. This gold mine proved both rich and risky. Early mining at the Comstock was dangerous. Within the first couple of years, major collapses occurred because the rock wasn't strong enough. The solution: square set timbering. Square set timbering is like Legos. Timbers had notches so they fit together in cubes, providing strong support for large underground chambers. This method spread across the American West as the standard way to support underground mines. It's a story of invention and innovation. But almost as quickly as technology built these towns, it also left them behind. Once the mines ran out, many towns were abandoned, becoming ghost towns. We visited one of these towns with Tammy Sutro, home to the Sutro Tunnel. This road is a short drive. We'll come up and around so you can see Sutro on the right. When I decided to visit every ghost town, Sutro was one I thought I'd never make. Hi, howdy. Spencer, thanks for having us out. Absolutely, it's our pleasure. Great to meet you. Super excited to check this out. Like square set timbering, Sutro Tunnel's infrastructure changed Nevada mining. The tunnel moved water in and out of the Comstock Lode and provided an emergency escape path. Once Comstock mines were depleted, places like Sutro became ghost towns. Today it's being revitalized for historical tourism. After Sutro, Tammy gave us coordinates to an unmarked ghost town. One of her favorites, Tunnel Camp, a true ghost town. This town isn't on Google Maps. You have to enter coordinates. Despite no phone service and a few wrong turns, we made it. You can see remnants of an ore mill where gold and silver were processed, plus one-bedroom cabins and other abandoned buildings. The feeling was eerie and serene. Hundreds of ghost towns like Tunnel Camp scatter throughout Nevada. But there was one more town we needed to see, a place some argue was never truly abandoned. Heading east, we found Midas, population 14. We met Dana Bennett, president of Friends of Midas, an organization preserving Midas's history. Midas shows up on maps as a ghost town. But on the other hand, people like my husband and me live here full-time. This is our only home. We might share it with some ghosts, I don't know for sure. This is Main Street. The saloon would be right out of the shot. Gold was discovered here in 1907, and people quickly built homes and businesses. Miners would have used square-set timbering, just like the portals here. Like many Nevada ghost towns, Midas thrived over a century ago thanks to mining technology, including large ore mills that made mining profitable. The mill powered the town. Without it, no electricity. Livelihood depended entirely on the mill's operation. During World War II, the federal government redirected miners to industrial minerals, closing gold mines. Midas shifted to hunting, fishing, camping, and maintaining one central business: a bar, which remains the heart of the community. Bars were always important gathering places to talk to neighbors and hear the news. Understanding how people lived where you now live makes the experience richer. Exploring Nevada with Dana, Tammy, and Eric taught me that ghost towns are more than abandoned buildings. They're pieces of history connecting us to the ingenuity that built the Wild West.